Hello, 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 everybody. It's your lovely Lotus Blossom Lizzie. And I want to welcome everybody on the stream today. Sorry, I was just like a tad bit late. Hi, Roberta. How are you doing today? Today we're going to be doing some sewing, which is, now not out of the normal for me, because y'all know I like to sew. So I'm gonna be actually sewing some of the vintage vocabulary letters onto some scrap stacks today. I just wanted to do something kind of simple, and actually I've kind of been behind the scenes decorating some journals, and as I'm running into things I see that I could use more of, then that's when I'll stop and start doing like a whole bunch of ephemera. So if you are new to the channel, what we're doing with the Project 20 is attempting to create 20 pieces of ephemera per day. And so it doesn't have to be the same thing, but I found that when you do things in assembly line fashion, you end up with lots of ephemera. So I'm sure some of you can speak to that. So if you love junk journal videos like I do, then please make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when more videos like this one come out. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get started. Again, welcome, welcome. I see people are dripping in now to the stream. And hopefully everybody got their notification because, YouTube is kind of wacky. So let me show you a few of these that I made so far, and then we'll move on from there. And so this is what they look like. And some of them are very simple. They may have just one piece, and then it has like the vocabulary word on here. And today I decided, instead of rounding the corners, I decided to leave them kind of squared off because I like that look. So these were some pieces that I had already ripped up. And you can see they look really pretty, and they'll look pretty on the pages as well. So you can use these on top of pockets. You can make them like tuck spots. They're just like fantastic small pieces to put into your junk journal. And they're a good base as well to stick on to something else. All right. So I have just a few things out here. Oh, and I just wanted to let you know too, the digital kit for these are already in the shop. And yeah, the digital kit is already up in the shop, so you can get those, and you actually get 3 sheets. You get 2 sheets of the bigger sized words, and they actually have definitions on them as well. I designed these myself. And then you get a sheet of small ones, so I believe it's either 52 or 53 pieces that you'll get, and then you can cut those out yourself. Now if you don't have a printer and you need some help, I actually put up a listing today for the physical copy of these. So this is what the pack looks like, and they're already cut, printed and cut. So if you're interested in that, you can go over to pleasantcreations.com and you can grab that. So you can get the digital kit, or you can get the ones that are cut already. So I just wanted to let you know that. So let's put those aside. And I actually had some, y'all, I've been kind of tidying up my house. And I have I have stuff everywhere. I had these pieces of scrap that I ripped a while ago, and I just had some here, some there, just really wacky. And I probably have some more someplace else, I'm sure. But I wanted to do just a few more colors, and I'm kind of keeping these separated by the paper pads, because the trick to making these kind of work together is if you actually use the same paper pad, so you'll have coordinating colors. But I felt like this one was missing a few colors, so I took out the paper pad for that one, because I'm gonna do a few more little ribbons, because I use these for different things, so it's okay if I have some ripped up. But what I wanted was like the red color. Let's see if we have any left, because I really dug into this paper pad. This paper pad is sliced and it's paper house, and I actually got this at Tuesday Mornings. And so I'm just looking to see if I have some red. And I always use the disclaimer, this is not a tutorial. This is not a tutorial. However, I'll always let you know what I'm doing. And I was talking about this with another YouTuber. I really feel like I'm more productive when I come on with you all and do these types of things. So here we go. This is what I wanted, the red one. I need some red. All right, let's put this over to the side. I'll just kind of toss it on the floor for now. And I just need a strip of this. I don't need the whole thing because I can get plenty of strips out of this without using the whole piece. And then I can use this piece for something else. So I hope you all can hear me okay and see me okay and things are not too wacky. Sometimes this is the channel of wacky. All right. And then I'm going to cut this to 4 inches, I believe. I think I did these like at 4 inches before. Maybe 4.5. I'm going to do these about F. Should I do 5? Do I have any that's at 5? Let's see. That one's like at 5. Okay, I'm going to do 5 inches. Hi, KJ's Kaleidoscope. Ooh, I used to like kaleidoscopes when I was little. All right, so just want this one. Let's put that piece of paper out the way. And that's all I needed the paper cutter for. And y'all can see I'm really prepared today, huh? Still taking stuff out. So I am going to use my We Are Memory Keepers Tear Guide for this job, because this just makes everything go a lot faster. And so I'm gonna kind of eyeball how big I want the strips to be. Some of them I make bigger than others, but I just wanted to have some red to go with some of the other pieces, because I started ripping some from this particular paper pack and then I stopped for some reason. I was like, I have enough of these, and then I ended up kind of like a one note or one color, and I didn't want just one color. I wanted more than that. So how are you all doing today? I would love to know what you're working on. I kind of, today has been a mishmash of things. I had to go pick somebody up from the airport, and I also, when I got home, I decided this place needed some tidying up. So I've been kind of tidying my craft space along with the rest of the house as well. And then I had a gargantuan Etsy order that came in. So I started preparing that because I wanted to make sure it can go out tomorrow. Because I like for my items to go out fast. Because I know how I like my stuff to get to me, and that's fast. So I always want to try to make sure other people get their stuff too. Now these are from a different paper pad, so they're all coordinating. So I'm going to keep these together, and I'm going to rip all of these down. And I don't know if I can do 2 of these at a time because this is cardstock. So, yep. I love the We Are Memory Keepers Tear Guide. And I don't think I put this, the link below for this, but I'm telling you all, this is like a must-have. So let me find it real quick, like, because I know I have the link. Because somebody, whenever I don't put things in and I mention them, somebody always asks me about it. So I just want to make sure that I put that in. So let me stick that in real quick. Y'all bear with me for one moment. Because this is, I would definitely recommend the tear guide because it just makes things so much faster. Because, you know, I used to try to tear things by hand, and It came out okay because I like that rustic look, but at the same time, things could get a little bit wonky. All right, so I have that in the description, so I'll also put it in the chat window as well, just in case, because if you won't see it unless you refresh, but now you can see it over in the chat. All right, continuing on here. Make some big pieces and some smaller pieces. Because for today, we don't need like gargantuan pieces of these. I'm just gonna kind of I'm gonna try to take my time because I always kind of make myself feel rushed when I'm on for some reason. I don't want to be rushed. I want this to be a nice, relaxing activity. And I'm sure you all do too when you do your stuff, because that's what crafting is all about. Being nice and relaxed. Hi, crafty reseller. How are you doing today? We are digging into our Project 20 for today. Digging in. I think one day I'm going to have to go through and show you all the ephemera that I had. When I started doing the Project 20, I had no idea what an impact it was going to make on all of my good ephemera. So I have quite the stack. Hey, Laureline, how are you doing today? I am so excited to see you. I'm excited to see all of you because y'all know what? I love coming on live. I'm surprised I haven't done that, haven't been doing the lives before, because I've done them like on other venues. So, and YouTube has had the live feature for quite a while because I was kind of grandfathered into it. I have lots of watch time on my videos. Y'all know what? I have over 400 videos on this channel. Not all of them are junk journal related, but I do have over 400 videos. That's amazing. All right, so I have some Ziploc bags here, so I'm going to keep these separate for now. Actually, I'll keep these out because I'll start with these first. And then I already cut some of the vocabulary words out. Project 20. Kaleidoscope. Project 20 is where we attempt to make 20 pieces of ephemera per day. So that way, when we get ready to do our journals, we already have ephemera ready and waiting. So I've been pretty successful at doing 20 pieces. And of course, you don't have to do 20 pieces. You could do 10 pieces or 5 pieces, but I'm telling you, whatever you pick, it's going to make an impact on your ephemera stash for sure. And so, hold up. I want some paper clips. So it's going to make a definite impact on your stash. Because now I can put together my journals pretty quickly because I have quite a bit of ephemera. So it's really nice. Okay. Actually, I'm just going to do some of these like just on one pieces because these are some nice colorful cardstock here. So we're just using some regular cardstock. I'm going to put these two together. And also, if you've been watching me, you know I try not to think too much into this. So it's all about working smarter in this case. And one of them is doing things, like I said, in assembly line fashion. That helps out tremendously. So that's what we are doing. So you can see I'm just sticking them together. I'm not even looking at the words. I'm just kind of picking a few pieces and I'm just going to stick a word on there. I'm trying to read the chat, y'all. Yeah, it's definitely a good plan of action. And I'm not the only one doing the Project 20, so some of the other people in the chat can speak to it as well. I think it's been working out for some other people, so I'm kind of glad I started it. I was trying to figure out kind of a witty name for my little project, but I couldn't. So it just ended up being Project 20. Just good old Project 20. So, yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it, like it, like it. So I'm going to do like quite a few of these because this is really a fast project too. So we like it fast and we like it easy. So I'm using some of the smaller vocabulary words or the smaller size vocabulary words and some of the bigger ones. Both of them have the definitions on there, but I don't know if anybody's going to pay attention to the definitions, to tell you the truth. They're just going to see the word and it's going to be like, bam, namaste. And they're going to like it. Man, I think I'm going to have to kind of schedule when I clean my craft room up. Well, my craft room is actually like my work area, basically. So it's my cave. I kind of did like the takeover in my family room. I used to had one of the bedrooms as like my office, but then I had to give up that bedroom, so I just moved out into the family room, and that really worked out. I like being in the family room a lot because I have more space. And so like half of the family room is used for another part of my business. And then the half where we're at is where my desk is located and all my craft stuff. So it's like a craft room / warehouse type of thing within my house. And it works out pretty good. But the problem is when I'm crafting, and I'm sure everybody else has this problem too, is you end up with all these little bitty pieces of stuff. And it just gets a little bit crazy. I'm just looking at my phone because it's just over here just beeping away and I don't know why. I don't know why it's beeping away. Let me continue on because I don't want to get distracted. I don't want to be rude. Yeah, I guess I'm lucky that way that I have this room to do it. But it's still even with this room, space is still kind of tight, so I have to be careful with how much stuff I have, how much stuff I procure for sure. But I definitely have more space than probably the normal person has. But I still struggle with the organization piece, which I think many of us do. Cuz you know how craft rooms are. Craft rooms are very fluid and they're always changing, and it's like this week you might have your punches stored on the wall and the next week you have them stored in a drawer. So they just kind of move all over the place. So I hope I have enough letters. I'll just do this until I run out of letters because, I'm not going to be on forever anyway. Forever, ever. All right. And then I made all of these like 5 inches long. But if I have any project that I want to use these on, I could just cut these down. So 5 inches is good. See, I got all these together to sew. So let's do some of this paper pad. We'll just do a few out of this paper pad here. And again, what's nice, I kept all the pieces to the same paper pad together because that's the key. Because then you don't really have to think about the pieces that you're putting together because they're going to coordinate with each other. And then that helps too with having like some random pieces instead of you trying to pick the pieces out. Things are nice and random. You won't have like a lot of duplications in your designs and stuff. I just like it. I like doing it this way. It makes me happy. These are some smaller pieces, so I'm thinking this might fit. It might fit. And so since each of the kits are like, you get so many pieces, you don't have to print out a whole bunch of pages. Or again, if you don't have a printer, I can print them for you. Because I now have I just put a listing up today for that. Let's do, see, this was one where I rounded the corners. So I purposefully, when I made these, I made them so that they had like the block edges or the squared off edges, so that if you wanted rounded corners, you can do rounded corners. Here's another one. I printed that one really big. This must have been a misfit. Because I don't think I have any that's that big in here. It works out though. Alright, so let me do like one more out of this one, and then I'm going to do some out of this other pack. Yeah, and I have been working the mess out of this paper pad, and I still have a bunch of pages left. A paper pad can take you a long way, and these don't have their single-sided printing on them. They don't have the double-sided printing, which is okay because most of these are going to get glued down to something anyway, so you're not going to see the back. Although the double-sided pads, you do have more options, because you have the front and the back to choose from. Alright, so let's go into this one. And I actually ripped these up a long time ago. And I forgot I had them till I was cleaning up, and I was like, hey, what's under my coffee table? Look what I got, some scrap stacks. Yeah, organization. You know what? I wouldn't even say it's an issue. It's kind of part of the fun of doing crafting is the organization part too. I kind of like that. I don't know if anybody else likes that. I don't know if that's weird or not, but I kind of like the organization part. It's nice to have everything in its place for sure, so you can find stuff when you need it. I can usually find what I'm looking for, but I do every few days have to like rifle through things and put stuff back where it belongs. Like I have a whole stack of stuff on the side of me that I need to, it's like little bits of pieces of everything. Like when I come on and do this, like I might have some letters left, I might have some pieces of scraps left, I might have some of these that are undone yet, so those things have to find their home. So, but other than that, it's not too bad in here, I have to say. Not too bad. Alright, I'm going to do like one or two more of these, and then dun, 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 I'm going to get the sewing machine out, because y'all know sewing gives me life. I like sewing. And I got plenty of thread too, because I went to Walmart yesterday. Got my thread. Alright, I'm going to do one more. And then I should have plenty to get going on this project. See how fast it's going to take me. I think I'm going to be able to do 20 on Camtasia today. Alright, so I'm going to actually put these back into their little pouch, because I'm trying to keep, I'm trying to organize my ephemera in pouches. I was going to do like an ephemera book, but I just need too much stuff, and sometimes, I mean, a book would be good like for stamps or something like that, something real small, but for most of this stuff, a book is not going to do. I quickly figured that out. Alright, so let's put you in here. And see, this is what happens, like one little piece gets left out, and then it has to find its way home. Okay, so I'm just going to put these over to the side, and they have to find their way home. And then the paper clips. See, these paper clips, I was storing them in something else, and I got this from the dollar store. I like this thing too. At first I didn't know if it was going to work out, because I noticed like when I put like little pieces of paper in here that the paper would slide. Even when you had it closed, if you turned it over, the paper would slide into the other holes. But the paper clips fit in here really nicely, so I think this is going to be for fasteners, and it only cost $1. So that's the good piece to that. All right, so look, we got a nice little stack going here. Put my Terra Guide up. One of my favoriteest items. And get the sewing machine out. Actually, let me put you guys over here on this side. And put you here. And put you here. And today I'm using like a green, it's like a green thread. Okay, let's see. Way too close. All right, I think you all can see me on here. All right, so this is just one piece, and I'm not going to go around the edges. I'm just going to go around the actual vocabulary letter today. So this is going to be a nice, easy project. Actually, I need my paper clips, clip holder to be out so I can drop these back so they'll already be in their home. Get going. And I didn't have any issues earlier when I was sewing, so hopefully I won't have any issues this time. Oh, gotta get my chair right. Gotta be comfortable for this task, for the task at hand here. And then after I get done, then I'll do a little bit of a recap and show you all what I'm doing. Okay, scissors. I always forget to take my scissors out. All right, see, so that was done. All right, this one is a twofer, has two pieces. So I'm going to put these pieces together first. And then I'll put the vocabulary letters. Now what you could do is just do all your scrap stacks first. I call these scrap stacks. I don't know if anybody else calls them scrap stacks or not. I don't know if I made that up or not. Seems like I heard it someplace before, but I'm gonna take credit for it for right now. The scrap stacks. I'm not even using any vintage photo on these. If you were on yesterday, I didn't use vintage photo on the clusters I made, but I went back in and I put vintage photo on them. But this one I'm not going to. I'm not going to put it on because the edges are dark enough, I believe. And even though the colors are like pinks and browns and stuff, I like this green. It's like a really neutral color. This green thread, I like it. I'm gonna have to get some more of this. I like it. I was kind of just testing it out. I did get a kind of a lighter green. It's not neon, but I didn't like that so much. But this green I like. All right. Oh, the scrap stacks are new to you? Yeah. You can use it if you like. I like that scrap stacks. It's like the perfect definition for this. I am doing a little bit of a back stitch on these. Let's see if I can pull y'all down a little bit more so you can see my little arm here. I'm gonna push this a little bit. It's only gonna let me mess with it so much. All right. my little thing to catch my threads. And if I have too much white showing on the vocabulary letters, I'll just go ahead and trim that off before I start sewing. Hi, Sandra. And Tamika. Hey, Tamika. How are you doing today, girlfriend? I get excited when I see you all. Y'all like my company. You're my evening company. Because I don't let just anybody in my house. I'm going to let my junk journal buddies in, though. All right. And maybe after I get done, we'll see how much time we have left. I'll do like a little bit of a demonstration on how I intend to use these. So anybody working on some ephemera right now? No, I did not mention what size needle I'm using because I don't know. I don't know what kind of, what size needle. I'm going to tell you, I've been using the same needle for like months now. And I haven't had any issues, no breakage, no nothing. But I don't know what size it is. I can't even tell you if I have changed this needle. I know I bought like some heavy duty needles, but I can't remember if I changed it to a heavy duty needle or not. I don't even know where to look on the needle or if I could even see it to see what size it is. So don't ask me to look, please. Because one thing's going to take me forever to try to figure it out. But if I ever change my needle, I will let you all know what size it is. Because right now I have no idea. I don't have the slightest idea. Oh, I'm your company too? Well, I hope I'm good company because you all are good company for me. Definitely. Definitely. It's like a nice relaxing evening. All I'm missing is my cup of tea. I think I'm going to have to start having my evening cup of tea with y'all. Or some wine or something. I'm not supposed to be drinking a lot of wine though, but you know. Every now and then. We have this winery in our area. Oh my goodness, they make some good wine. They have the muscadine, I think that's how you say it, muscadine grapes. Oh, that wine is so good. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Let me tell you, I just did my nails for y'all like about an hour ago. So I didn't know how they were going to look by the time I came on video because that's kind of cutting it kind of short. But they dried quite nicely because they were starting to look a little bit rough. And I just I've been so busy, I haven't had time to do my nails. But I was like, I am not going back on camera not one more day with these nails are starting to look kind of ratchet. So I had to make a change. So thank you for noticing. I try not to mention my nails because, you know, people, I'm never apologize for how they look because I know how they look when I come on. And I know a lot of people, like, they know how their nails look when they come on. I don't know why they apologize. Oh, my nails look terrible. You knew how they looked when you came on. You could have did something about that before you came on. Otherwise, just keep it moving. Nobody cares. Oh, sometimes there's a color band. I think I still would have to take it loose to take a peek at it, but I can look at some of the other needles that are not in here and I can see if what you're saying. applies to the needles that I have. Not saying that's not the truth. It might not apply to the needles that I have, because I know I got some needles from Joann, so those might have the color bands on it. And then I got some from Walmart, and those probably won't. Because you know, Walmart's. Okay, I want a bigger letter for this one. Did I put my letters away? Hold up, y'all. Let me get my little pack of letters here. This one I think is going to be too small for this. So let's stick you back in here. And I'm going to use you. See if I can stick it on my pile of stuff, my mountain of stuff that I have to put away over here. Yeah, all those grapes are so good. I think I probably was here, lived here for like 20 years before I even knew that they had a winery here. And that's like the perfect place to take guests, because they have like a free wine tasting. You can actually get quite lit just doing the wine tasting alone. But I can't leave there without at least buying one bottle of wine, because that wine is so good. Of course, I like the sweet wine because I have a sweet tooth. And it's like just right. So I have my favorite wines. But I always go through the wine tasting over again. But I pretty much come up with the same wines every time. And then my cousins came to visit me back in April, and we went there. And we were kind of experimenting with the wines. My cousin, she likes to put ice in her wine, and I never did that before, and I did it and I liked it. And then we decided, we had stopped by the side of the road, and we got some peaches, and we decided to put some peaches in the wine. And oh my goodness, kind of like sangria style. That was so good. I was like, from now on, I'm putting peaches in my wine. It was delicious. So y'all can see this project is pretty quick. It's pretty quick and relaxing. I don't have to do much thinking at all. That's part of the Project 20 MO. You don't have to think about what you're doing. If you do things a certain way, everything just kind of comes together, which is quite nice. And we all get to be productive as we're together. Productive. I didn't realize how productive I was until I looked at all the ephemera that I had. Because I think I've been going on live Monday through Friday. I missed last Friday because y'all know I went to the dentist. But I'm okay now. And so I've been coming on Monday through Friday, sometimes on Saturday and Sunday. So, and doing my Project 20, and then doing some things off Cam, and doing some things over on Patreon as well. So I've been racking up the productivity on my books, which is not something that I had done in the past. So I thank you all for coming on with me. I am in Central Florida. I'm in sunny Florida. It's not real sunny right now, but most of the time it is. It's kind of, I say it's monsoon season because it rains every day in the summertime. So, and we're in everyday rain in the afternoon, so it's quite cloudy outside right now, but it's nice and muggy and hot. It's very hot here right now. We are burning up. California. I've been to California a couple of times. One time I was in the military, so that was no fun. But I went to visit one of my cousins in California. She stayed in San Francisco. I don't know exactly what area it was, but I quite enjoyed it, and the weather was really nice. It was springtime when I came there. I had a good time. I would have loved to go back to California again. And I just might. Napa Valley is beautiful. I bet you it is. I bet you the weather is just like wonderful. And I like here, our weather is wonderful in the wintertime, but even the winters now are quite warmer than when I originally moved down here. Climate change, y'all. Climate change is real. I don't care what anybody says. It is much hotter down here in Florida than it used to be 20 years ago. And the winter times are not even winter anymore. We get like a few weeks of winter off and on, and a few days of winter off and on, and then it gets back hot again. I don't really dig that too much. But you know, this is where I decided to set up roots, so I won't say I'm stuck, but I still like it. So I think I'm gonna stay. Oh, lots of wineries. Ooh, you know, there's wineries in places that we wouldn't even think there's wineries. I like the wineries. It's like a fun experience. It's like if you just want something to do, I mean, you got to be a little bit of a drinker, I guess. Just a little bit. You don't have to drink a lot. But it's nice to see. They take you like on a wine tour, and then they do the wine tasting. The wine tasting, that's how they get you. That's how they get you, because you're like, I can't leave without some of that. I want some of that wine. So it's very, very nice. I went up to Jacksonville to visit one of my friends, and we went to a winery there, and I didn't know that they were like in partnership with the winery that's in my area as well. And I think the one up there is called San Sebastian, and so they have some of the same types of wines, and they use the same grapes also. So you know, anything with those grapes is just fantastic. They're a fantastic wine grape. Oh, let me see what time it is. I'm not even paying attention to the time, y'all. Let's see. I'm not even in the control room. What happened? How'd I get out? Oh, I know how I got out the control room. Ooh, 101. Holy cow. You know, it's not so bad until you have to get into your car. And of course, it's like 10 degrees hotter than it is outside. It is crazy. Oh, we've been on for a little while already. Oh, the new thing is breweries. We have a few breweries in our area as well. I just found a few. I do like beer too. But I sound like I'm an alcoholic, but I'm not. I really don't drink hardly at all. Every now and then. But I used to drink quite more than I drink now. So I know what I like. So I do like beer. Beer is very tasty. Certain kinds of beer, of course. And I like wine. I probably would drink beer over wine, but now I know which kind of wines I like. When I was younger, I didn't drink any wine. I just drank beer and liquor. I really don't need to be drinking any of it now. So. But every now and then I think it's okay. For me. Can't speak for anybody else. Okay, I'm going to do a few more of these, and then I'm going to do a little test and see how they look in the books. Drinking places are always a plus. Drinking places are always nice. It's a lot of fun when you have company. If they drink, of course. If you go to the right places too, because you know I'm not going to a club or anything. Them days are over for me. I don't club it. But I might go sit in a bar. and just chill. I like going to places where they do karaoke as well. I won't get up and sing, but I like listening to other people sing. Even if they don't sound so great, I still love it. It's a lot of fun. Great. Oh, we still have quite a few more minutes. I think I should definitely have got my 20 in for today. I like it when I can do projects where I don't have to change the thread too, because that's like a pain in the buttocks, changing the thread. For me anyway, because I never know if it's gonna act up or not. Of course, I'm sure it's user error. It can't possibly be the machine, but you know, I'm gonna blame it on the machine. Sometimes it's a little temperamental. Don't want to act right for me. Get out of here, screen. Get out of here. I was so hungry earlier before I did my nails. I was like shaking. And I did have breakfast today. So I had to fix me a snack. It was kind of early for dinner. That's the main reason why I don't usually eat before I come on, because it's a little bit early for dinner. But this is like right at dinner time. But I was kind of shaking, so I had a snack. I didn't know if the shakes was gonna go away. I didn't think I ate enough, but I guess I'm okay. So I was like, I can't go on camera and be all shaky. That's what everybody sees is your hands. They're gonna see your hands shaking. Plus, I didn't want to poke my hand with the needle and stuff. That wouldn't look right. That wouldn't be a good look. You use the pot holders to hold the door. You know what? I got in the car the other day and I was like, ow, because the steering wheel was so hot. I was like, oh no, Houston, we have a problem. And my temperature gauge, we had went someplace, and so the car was outside, and the temperature gauge was 102. I started to take a picture of it, but it was really only about 92 degrees. So it was showing, it had been sitting in the sun. So Sandy, that's the name of my car. Sandy don't like being out in the sun. She likes to be in the garage. And even in the garage, Sandy gets pretty hot. But dang on it, that steering wheel was quite warm. I wonder have anybody ever got any kind of burns from their steering wheel. Yeah, the pot holder thing, that's pretty good. I had never thought about a pot holder, but you know what? That might work for real. It really might work. Yeah, I'm supposed to be trying to look into doing like a craft show. I still haven't done that. I said this year I was gonna attempt to do a craft show. But I just haven't had time. It seems like my time is just getting ate up. And then Slim is coming for the summer, so I gotta find stuff to do with him. He's only 10 years old. And he's gonna be here for like 2 months. He gets out of school this weekend. So I want the kid to be sitting around the house watching TV all the time. We gotta find us some stuff to do, but it's so hot outside. I wouldn't mind going to the park and stuff like that, but you know, I'm always looking for inexpensive things to do. But it's so hot outside. I can't even make Slim go outside. It's too doggone hot. Hey, I don't have no letter with this one. Dag nabbit, I'll just sew this one. I'll look for letters. I mean a word later. Do y'all have problems getting your kids and your grandkids out the house? Probably the weather is a deterrent. I remember we had a hurricane. I had like 2 little kids in the house. And after the hurricane was over, we didn't have any air. I think that was last year actually. We didn't have any air. And I could not pay those kids $1 million to go outside and play. I was like, can y'all just go? That's when, the weather had let up. I was like, can y'all go outside and play? They went outside for 5 minutes and they came back in. I was like, that is not good enough. Y'all need to get out here. I couldn't get rid of them. I couldn't really make them stay outside because it was so damn gone hot and humid. Got this all tied up in here. This one's a little wacky, but it looks cute. Even the wacky sewing looks good. The good thing about sewing, you can't mess up. And if you did, who would know but us? Nobody. Oh, I started watching The Handmaid's Tale, y'all. Season 3. I've been kind of avoiding it. It's like I want to watch, but I don't want to watch. Because I know something bad's gonna happen. So it's all caught up in here. But I like it though. Oh, you're the inside type? Girl, I was an outside kid. I still like being outside. Not outside, bugs in your hair, sweat. You just can't. I hear you on the bugs thing, child. Nobody wants that. And the sweat too. I never really like had like the head sweat, where sweating on your scalp and stuff. But man, I've been wearing my hair like in a high little messy bun, and I put my hair down yesterday. Almost burnt up. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to be messy bunning it for the rest of the summer. It's too dang gone hot outside. Can't wear your hair down. I don't know how people that have like a lot of hair do it, but man, I felt like I had on a thermal cap. And I didn't think my hair was that thick. If you have on a thermal cap, that's some serious poo-poo right there. Especially in the summertime. I do not have cable, Tamika, so I can't watch that. I have Hulu and I have Netflix. That's it. I refuse to get cable ever again. They take too much of my money. They give you like 555,000.6 channels, but I only was watching when I had it. I was only watching like 2 or 3 of the channels all the time. And I was like, you know what? I'm just wasting my money. But to get some of the channels that I wanted, I had to pay like the higher price for it. So I was like, I'm going to give it up. I was like really sad and remorseful when I did. But after about a week, I got over it real quick. I was like, I'm fine. I didn't die. I didn't get sick. And I made it pretty good with the Hulu and Netflix. And now Netflix is coming online with getting shows faster too. So Hulu better watch out. Because I might be dropping them and just keep keep Netflix. All right. Do a time check here and see where we are. Okay, we're at 50 minutes. So I think I can do a few more. Let me do a few more. This is kind of addictive because I could just sit here and chit chat with y'all all day long and just sew. Because I like to sew. Because sometimes when I get off, I'll sew. I just get on, sew. Get on the machine and put something on my computer that's right in front of me and sew. Y'all don't forget, before you shove off, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you're coming on the replay, you can leave a comment as well. I'm attempting to answer my comments faster because I've been doing a horrible job at answering my comments faster. Or I answer most of them, but some of them, I have to say, I haven't really done that great of a job. I do have internet through the cable company, but I don't have like the cable channels and stuff. I don't have the TV. I don't have cable TV. I just only have the internet with them. I used to have the internet and the telephone because, you know, they bundle everything together. But then I got rid of all that crap. And all I have is my internet. And believe me, I've been trying to figure out a way to get some good internet from some other providers other than the one that I have. Because I just don't like them. They've changed names so many times over the years. But the service is getting kind of, just the service itself, when you have something wrong, it's getting kind of crappy. It's getting crappier than it already was. And there's no competition in this area, so you just have to take the crappy service that they have. Because you can't get the internet any other way. And you know us. We can't live without the internet. Hey, Susan. And bye, Susan. Thanks for coming. Uh-oh. I'm sewing. It's making holes, but we got nothing. The thread broke. My thread broke, y'all. Let me go ahead and dump this. I'm just going to do this last one anyway. Yep. The cable company and their friggin' monopoly. And you have to be careful too when you like change companies too, because even though you don't like the company that you're with, the next company you get might be even worse. So right now, I'm just kind of stuck with the people that I have. Now, our city actually, hey Sophie, how you doing? Our city here actually, they provide internet, but it's very sporadic. Like you can get it for free. I tried it; it really doesn't work for me. And like the router that they have is right outside of my house too. But I find that it's too spotty. It's not strong enough. But it's nice that they provide it, but it really doesn't work that great. Oh, you just found the channel today, Sophie? Well, welcome. Welcome aboard. We're doing our Project 20. Our 20 pieces of ephemera for today. Okay. So, let's see what we have here. We have, let me count. I'm going to count how many I have. Oh, you know what? I thought it was kind of dark. I don't have all my lights on. I forgot to turn my lights on. Oh well, I done went through the whole thing and didn't have my lights on. You win some and you lose some. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We got 20. I swear I didn't count this ahead of time, y'all. I did not count. So that's awesome. We got 20. You have a junk journaling question? Okay. Is there a limit to how many pages you put in one signature? I get that question all the time. And I'm going to tell you, it just depends on how much stuff you intend to put into your journal and how big the spine is. That's really going to dictate how many pages that you put in. Hold on for 1 second. Let me grab a book. If I can find them. All right, so I'm just going to show you. I'm going to try to answer that question, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a demonstration. Here. Let me pull out a few books. So this is my junk journal here, and actually I haven't really done too much with it, and so it only has, the only thing that's in this book really is just a lot of pages. I've only done a few layouts in here. Let's see if I can get that a little bit higher. And so this spine, I believe, is, let's see, this one. This spine is about 2 inches, and I put 3 signatures in here. And let me see. And I think I only put like about 7 or 8 pages in each signature. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, actually 10. So I put 10 in each one. But I think I did this for myself, so I put like some extra pages, probably more pages than I would put in a journal that I would sell. Because I know this one is gonna, when I get done, it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be so fat. So you have to be careful about that. But if your spine can handle it, like this spine is a good one, then it would be all right. And then I have, these are ones that I'm working on now. And this one doesn't have, this is a one signature book, and I think I have about maybe 15 pages in here since it was one signature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I got 16, 17 in here. I probably went a little overboard with this, and it's going to be really fat when I get done with this. So I'm still working on decorating this, but look, already it's kind of poochy. So you kind of have to experiment with what works for you. But I'm going to show you one that's finished. I think. Hold on. All right, so this is one that's finished. And I haven't put it up for sale yet, but y'all look how fat this is. This is one signature. And I probably put too many pages in here, but it's just packed full of goodies. Like if you took the ephemera out of here, it would be flattened out like this one. So let's see. How many do I have? So I count this as a page too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So same amount. So these both have the same amount, but you can see this one is packed full of ephemera and paper clips and pockets and all kinds of stuff. And this one is the same amount, and I just haven't filled it up already. So you kind of have to experiment with how many pages. There really is no limit to how many pages you can put into a signature. you just kind of have to test it and see what's going to work good for you. If you just have a book and it doesn't have, you don't plan on decorating that much, you still want to be careful, because once people start putting things onto the pages, it's going to blow up like crazy. And I'm going to give you one more example. Had to go to my shelf, y'all. Okay, let me move these out the way. Put them in a safe spot. Okay, this one you all may recognize. I actually did a tutorial on how to make an easy junk journal last year, and I'm actually finished with this junk journal. And people ask me how come I didn't put that many pages in here. I only put 7 pages in the signature for this. And look at this. It's out of control. That's why I only did 7, because I knew what I was going to be putting into this junk journal. I knew everything was going to be, it was going to get fluffy. It only had 7. So you can see it quickly got quite fat. So when it's sitting on my shelf, I actually have this side open because I like the way it looks. So it has like all kinds of stuff. I love going back and looking through my junk journals, y'all. So nice. Okay, anywho, I hope that answers your question, Sophie. I hope you're still here and answered your question. Sometimes I could be a little long-winded. What I wanted to do before I shoved off is kind of test some of these little doohickeys that we have here. Then I'll give you guys some close-up shots as well. So like I have a pocket here, and I can take one of these. I can kind of match the colors a little bit, and then I can just put that. Just kind of zhuzhed up that pocket, didn't it? So all I have to do, I could actually make this like a little tuck spot as well. So I can only glue it like at the bottom and let it be a tuck spot. So it's another little spot where you can put some journaling at. You could even use these to stick into a pocket if you wanted to. So let's see. Let's find another spot. And so I could put like a piece here. Any place on there. I could put it here on this side. I could take a different piece. Put it on this side. I can make this like a tuck spot also. Oh, that's fantastic. So you can see I'm not only a journal maker, I'm a journal user. Although I haven't did any junk journal layouts in a little bit, and I'm kind of missing it, but I've just been so busy. So I'm glad I answered your question. So let's see. I like this page. This is going to be a digital kit coming up too. This actually matches, but I don't know where I would put this at. I could stick it in here. I could stick it in a pocket. Just let it stick up like that. I could do that with this. So that's nice too. I just might do that. I might come back in and do that. So here's a scrap stack that I did, and I just had like a floral on it. So these scrap stacks are like really, really nice to have. So the more you do, the better, because I can use a few of these in one journal, and then, you know, after a while I'll be on empty. So that could go there. I'm just killing time right now, y'all. Let's see. So I have like this pocket here. It doesn't really have anything. I'd have something sticking in here. It's like a one of those 4-pocket text page doohickeys. See, I can cut this down, and I can put that there. That would look nice right there. Or again, I could stick this in the pocket like that. So anywho, so those are some examples, and you guys got a little bit of a preview on some of the journals that I'm working on. I need to get back to working too, but I feel like I need more ephemera. Okay, so I'm going to give you like a close-up of the ones that we got finished. So let's come down. And then I'm going to shove off after that. So let me make sure we get our focus on correctly. Because y'all know me in the focus. Okay. So that's truth. We have a magical. Namaste. That one's kind of the same papers. Those papers are beautiful, aren't they? And you can see you get like lots of different designs when you do your scrap stacks too. So they're not just one note. This one's just one, but it still works. This has 2 pages, a 2-tiered stack. Unique. Yes, I need more ephemera. More ephemera. How you doing, Livy? Intentional. I don't have enough ephemera, Livy. I'm going to show you guys one day. I'm going to show y'all my ephemera. I use it pretty quickly. You know what? It's nice to have options when you're doing your book too, so all your books don't look the same. But I guess my books kind of look the same because I put a lot of ephemera in mine. I try to use everything I got. I throw the kitchen sink into my books. These are beautiful. I love the way these came out. I've been wanting to do these with just the vocabulary words for a while. And I just haven't made time to do it. So I made time to do it with you all. So that's fantastic. And I could go back and I could go around the edges as well. I could use like some vintage photo, or I could sew around the edges also. Calm, I like that word. Simple, that's me. I'm a simple journal folk, you guys. Simple journal folk with tons of ephemera. Y'all can have it too. You do your project 20. So actually I think I have more than 20 pieces. So those are, uh-oh, I lost some stuff, y'all. I've been moving stuff around on my desk. Oh, here we go. That's why I have to do like cleaning and stuff because it's like crazy. So I use these. Hold up. I use these vocabulary letters for this. So they come in 2 sizes. You can get the digital kit. You get 3 PDFs. So you get 2 with the larger words and they have definitions on them. And then you get 1 sheet with the smaller one. So it's like 52 pieces all together. And then if you want them sent to you, there's a listing for that as well, for the physical vocabulary letters as well. Oh, you got pulled away? You can come back and watch the replay if you like. You know, I was just doing a lot of sewing, just chilling with everybody. Just chilling. All right, you all. I am going to shove off, so I hope you all are inspired to do your project 20 for today. I think these are the only things I did for today. So I can say that I think, did I do my project 20 for today? Check. We got the project 20 done for today. So with that, I am going to shove off. Thank you all so much for coming on. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. You can come back and leave a comment below, especially if you come on the replay. And you can go over and visit Pleasant Creations because most of the things I'm using are over in the shop. I have tons of ephemera, you guys. Tons of ephemera that you don't even see me using. Which I need to use more. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and shove off. Thanks, Sophie. I hope you come back. We're on every day at 6. Well, Monday through Friday at 6 anyway. Oh, it's 12:30 a.m. Wow. So you have to wait until tomorrow. Well, the replays are always going to be up for you. All right, you all. So with that, I'm going to say love, peace, and hair grease. From your sweet lotus blossom and lovable Lizzie, have a fantabulous day and enjoy life.